guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I just have a few project shares. These are created using the Garden Party collection. I know I'm a little late. I'm always late, so don't be too surprised about that. But I have been working with this collection and working on some stuff for some Happy Mail, and just wanted to share with you what I created. So first is this clutch. This is using the KS Craft die. A lot of my projects used KS Craft dies. I absolutely love them, and so I use them quite a bit. And for this one, I wanted something that was going to house the snowy tulle that you can find at some Dollar Trees. I'm sending them to a friend of mine, so I wanted to put it into something, just not, not just send the rolls to her. So initially I thought that this clutch would be perfect for that because I don't know, for some reason when I saw it online and I saw other people sharing it, it looked bigger than it actually was. So I thought that 6 of these rolls would fit, and it would not. So by the time I realized that all 6 rolls wouldn't fit, I had already cut out all the pieces needed to create this clutch. And so I didn't really want to, create a custom box because I had already cut out the pieces. I didn't want to waste them. So I kind of thought to myself, how can I amend it so that I can fit all 6 rolls? So I came up with doubling the side. So I cut out the side 4 times as opposed to twice. So there are 2 sides glued together, as well as 2 bottoms. So you can see the split. You can also see the split inside the box as well, to show where the first and second box are. So essentially what I did was I took the box that comes with the clutch and it doubled it. So it doubled the width of it. Also, the sides were a little floppy, so I kind of pinned down the sides here. I don't know if you can see that, but there's a flap here and there's a flap here. And gluing those down really made it very sturdy. And now they fit the 6 rolls absolutely perfectly, as you can see, and they're nice and snug. So let me show you the clutch itself. So this was created using 110-pound cardstock because I mentioned previously that I was able to find 110-pound cardstock at Michael's. So that was really exciting for me because I didn't think that Michael's carried it, and so I bought a lot of the colors that they had. And this was just created using this kind of turquoisey color, which is, I think, part of the Garden Party collection. The paper is from Garden Party, and then I used some of the ephemera like the goose and the ticket. This ephemera is actually from the Marigold collection, but I thought it fit. I used one of the chipboard stickers from the collection, as well as this frame and the resin heart. I used the iridescent trim that I like to use and made a rosette out of that, and then just cut a heart shape using a die and just use that as layering. The bow is from AliExpress, so are the little flowers and the pom-poms. And then these are kind of like doilies that I cut out using a die, also from AliExpress. On the ticket, which I did hand stitch, I have an eyelet and a couple of charms here. This is the golden teapot charm, so cute. I got that on AliExpress. And then I just wire wrapped a bead with a couple of these flower disc beads. And those are the bubble beads that I recently hauled from AliExpress. The smile sticker, I believe, is from the Marigold collection. And the flat back and the sequins are also from AliExpress, and the bow is from Daiso, Japan. And I love the way that this turned out. I hope she likes it. Next, using another KS Craft die, I have this pocket tag, and also made out of 110-pound cardstock, and I left the back blank, but then I matted it with some more Garden Party paper. And this is housing some bag toppers that I created. So This is the first one. And I used the flower that I recently hauled from AliExpress as well as the leaves. It's a super cute flower. I popped that up on some foam. And then I used some of these diamond dots just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. I have like a flower die in the back here, a couple of them. And then I just have this word that says love, and then this sticker, I think is from the sticker book. And I just have it as saying as love this life, or love this happy life. Have a couple of tags underneath that, and then just use some pom-pom trim. The bag topper die is from AliExpress, and I also cut that out of the garden party paper. The next bag topper is using this shaker die, which I don't know if it is a Chaos Craft. I'll link everything down below if you are interested in picking these up if you haven't already done so. But this one is a super cute die. This one I used the 110-pound cardstock and then used the garden party paper on the inside as well as, well, this is the inside because this is the back of the inside. And then I bought the digital collection on AC Digitals so I can have, you know, if I can print out all the garden party ephemera that I want. So that's what I did with the butterfly and the goose. And then I just used a couple of stickers. The resin rose is from AliExpress. This sweet word, I think, comes with the bag topper. And then I just used some sequin mix that matches the garden party collection. I used this mint trim that I got from AliExpress recently, and then a couple more of these satin bows and these star flatbacks, all from AliExpress. And then the third one is using kind of like a doily die that I just folded up in half. You can see here the detail. And I cut that out of the garden party paper and then some gold glitter. And then I just decorated it using some dies. This teapot and teacup are from AliExpress. I used some of the ephemera, and the spring word is a Chaos Craft die. I have a rolled rose that I stickled up. Underneath it all, I do have some of that snowy tulle kind of popping out here and there. And I also layered on some mint ribbon. Here you can see the snowy tulle this way. I kind of ruffled it up. So this is the pocket tag. I decided not to cut out the top, you know, with the hole, because I decided I was gonna decorate it with a bow instead, and it's not a tag, so I wanted to keep it as a pocket. Again, I used the garden party collection. I did hand stitch all around, and then I used a bunch of the ephemera as well as the chipboard. This here comes with the flower die that I used here. And then I just have some pink vellum ruffled on the bottom. I have this gold heart trim that I recently hauled from AliExpress. I used the puffy stickers as well. I also popped in some kind of pops of sparkly tulle, and I love the effect that that gives. I have some sequin clusters using sequins all from AliExpress, and then I just added a little bit of seam binding to the tag. And this bow sticker is from Your Dollar Store with more. The bow is created using a die from AliExpress. The heart flatback is also AliExpress. So is the eyelet and the lobster clasp. Here I have one of those ribbon tassels, and I created it using trims that I got from AliExpress. And I also included one of these bee charms I recently hauled from AliExpress and a pink heart sequin. I just thought it was super cute on that. So that was my pocket tag. Next, I made this memory decks card. This is using the Chaos Craft cupcake shaker die, and that is actually a bag topper, but I converted it into a memory decks. So I cut it out of 110-pound cardstock, and I just sandwiched this bottom piece in between the bag topper, so then it just created, you know, one piece essentially. I cut out the icing in white glitter. I also used the little clay bits from KS Craft as like the sprinkles. I cut out the liner in gold glitter, and then I just have a little cluster here using some ephemera, this flower die or flower leaf die from KS Craft as well. The gold leaf stickers are from the Marigold collection, and this is from the sticker book. And then again, I used sequins that matched the Garden Party collection. And I just used a heart flat back on top as like the cherry. So next I have one of these satchels I created using a tutorial by Kayla's Crafts. I will link her video down below. It is a very good tutorial. It's an awesome tutorial. It's super easy to follow, and this was much easier than I thought it was to create. Like, I thought it was so complicated, and she just made it so simple, and look how cute it turns out. Like, crafty goals here. Thinking things like this. Definitely gonna be working on that. So I used the Garden Party collection to create this satchel, and I did hand stitch the handles as well as, I don't know, the straps, I guess. And I used some heart eyelets for the handle. Here is the inside. I used some of the 110-pound cardstock. Of course, I used chipboard. That's what you need to use for this particular project. The sides are using paper I got from Michaels. I believe it's from that paper pad that's called Bloom something. Bloomsicle, maybe? Anyway, I thought the flowers were really pretty, so I decided to use those for the sides. I used some of this flower trim I got from AliExpress, and these kind of bubble stickers I think I also got from AliExpress. In the center I have a shaker bow using a die, of course, from AliExpress. And then these ribbon tendrils I had in my stash. I used some more of that heart leaf die from KS Craft, and then I just have the chipboard, a puffy sticker, and some ribbon, a sequin. And that just decorates the front. And here is the back. Super, super cute. Next, I have this little bag. This is using a die from RLJLives on AliExpress. And it is a super cute die. Nice size too. And I love the fact that it has a handle. Super, super cute. One thing, however, I will mention. To create this box or bag box thing, you need to cut the pieces out twice, and then, you know, they have the little folded pieces, and then you just kind of combine the two. But it also came with the flap on both sides because you cut it out twice. So what I decided to do was I cut off the front flap, so it just makes folding this a lot easier. And then I just used some Velcro to keep it shut. I cut out the kind of lacy part out of pink glitter, as well as the center. I didn't center it correctly, as you can see. That bugs me so much. But I can't fix it, so I'm just gonna leave it. Here I have a cluster, and I just used some of the ephemera, some of the chipboard. I have a vellum rosette that I glittered up with some chunky glitter. A glitter heart, like puffy heart, I got from AliExpress. I have a yellow ladybug sticker I got from Dollar Tree. I used some of the puffy stickers as well, and this is one of the clear stickers from the sticker book, and I just mounted up on gold foil paper. And then I have some of this, some more of that rose trim. Underneath everything, I do have some crepe paper as well as some of that snowy tulle and this kind of meshy ribbon all on the bottom. And then I just used the meshing tube. And then I just used the mesh tubing that I created into a bow. Use some Nuvo drops for the fox's cheeks. So inside, this holds some bow shakers that I created for her. And this is using a die from AliExpress. And I just cut it out of different colors. The sequin mix inside is all the same, as you can see here. And this is the same bow that I used for the satchel. So I thought I would leave these kind of plain so she can use them if she wants to. So it looks like that. Next, I created some of these embellishments. These are using a die I believe is also by RLJLives. And it's the hot air balloon shaker. And it's such a pretty die. I love it. I decided to make the shakers clear, and then I just have some ephemera that I printed out because I needed them really, really small. And then I have some of the sayings that come with the collection. The paper, this paper is from Garden Party. This paper is actually from the Ooh La La paper pad from Michaels. I didn't have like a mint colored paper in the Garden Party collection, so I thought I'd use this one and it fit perfectly. I love this bow detail that comes with the balloon. And then I just have an eyelet with some of these like disc beads with a couple of sequins, wire wrapped. And I absolutely love the way these turned out. These are staying put using the glue dots that I recently hauled from AliExpress. From the Alina Cuddle store. Amazing. As you can see, they're not moving like anywhere, but they're not stuck down either. I can't say enough of those, those glue dots. And the basket I cut out of gold glitter as well as some gold foil for the definition. The bag topper is using some Garden Party paper as well as some of the ephemera. And then I have this gold mesh I got from Dollar Tree. I ruffled up some paper and then used one of those clear stickers. And lastly, for the projects I'm sharing today, I have this file folder. I have a lot of goodies that I'm sending my crafty friends, so I was kind of trying to think, you know, instead of just sticking them into a box with, or like wrapping them with tissue paper, what can I do to kind of put it into something cute and related to the theme. So I made this file folder to hold those goodies. And this is created using a sheet of 12 by 12 as well as the top. I have the measurements, but this is definitely 12, no, this is 11 by 12 I think. And I think this was, I can't remember, 7 by 12, something like that. Like I said, I have the measurements written down. But I decided to use the Garden Party paper for the top. For the bottom, I'm running out of Garden Party paper, so I decided to use this Paper Studio paper. It is the, I can't remember the name of the paper pad right now. Is it Terrace Blossom? Something like that? I don't remember. I'm sorry. But it has rose gold foiling. I thought it was super pretty, and I kind of wanted the bottom a little plain so that I can, you know, dress it up a little bit. I used some pom-pom trim. I had these flocked brads in my stash, and that's just using some twine to keep it closed. In the corner here, I have some of that snowy tulle ruffled up, and then I used that big chipboard that says You Shine from the collection. I have some ephemera as well as this kind of crystal flat back, and then some more ephemera and some sequin clusters. And this is just holding the goodies that I have inside. Here's the back. So that was my project share. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. As usual, please stay safe, please stay healthy, and until my next video, have an awesome day. Talk to you soon. Bye for now.